These are two, I think, did we not give them the last meeting that we talked about? Maybe before that. Okay, we'll go. Some copies.
You don't have to copy. I just go.
No,
I'm not worried about it. I just really don't. Are we live now?
Yeah, we are.
Let's do it already.
Billy, when it hits 1 o'clock, you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I like to call this transportation committee to order. I like to call this transportation committee to order. First item we're going to discuss is state contract pricing quotes for Backman Auto Group on 2022 Silverado 3500 cab and a chassis 3.
So what I'll do is I'll turn that over to Scott and Susan. I know Susan's had a conversation with this gentleman. Just keep in mind, I can't remember if it was month before last we had talked about this. But just keep in mind, whatever we replace, we have that surplus too. So we've got trucks we need to surplus and get rid of. So Susan, Scott, you guys will take it up here.
Okay, we're wanting to ask to get 3 trucks, 2 3,500 regular cab and chassis that are gas, which comes to 66,000, and 1 3,500 regular cab and chassis, diesel, all 3 4-wheel drive. That one would be 42,900. So a total of $108,900 just for trucks. The
This
cab
is
and
the budget.
chassis.
And it costs about 13,000 a truck to put the blade on, is that right?
Those prices that we got are for the dump trucks. They're about 5,000 a piece if you put them on pickups.
Susan, did you say it was 108,000?
$108,900.
No, okay.
And Susan, correct me if I'm wrong, do we have about 150 in that line item we budgeted?
We do.
Okay.
Of course, the beds will have to be put separate. They'll be put on separate from somewhere else.
And I believe you have quotes on those as well, correct?
We do. I've got it figured up for 2 flat beds and 1 contractor dump bed. We're looking at $21,542.70 estimate. Which brings that to $130,442.70 of our budget of $150,000.
Say that again, 130,000, 142.
$130,442.70, providing the prices on the beds don't go up by the time we order them. So we've got about 19,500 left of our budget of the 150,000 left.
That was counting snowplow too.
The snow plows will have to be put on. We'll have to get them somewhere else.
So that would probably take care of most of the budget.
Well, those will be come out of the other equipment, which we've got 155,000 in that.
Okay.
Plus it's cheaper if we buy them on our own.
Yeah.
Figured out. So.
Because I think they're about $600 or $700 to install them for us.
If we buy the flatbeds and put them on ourselves cheaper,
You can. But those prices I gave you are counting install for the beds. And those are just estimates. Because most estimates last about 30 days.
where did they get the truck? Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry.
The price is good for 30 days, is that what you said?
A lot of the estimates we get will say that the price is good for 30 days.
What's the availability on getting the trucks?
He told me the other day, 12 to 16 weeks. 12 weeks will put it, if we order it this week, we'll put them here middle of December. And then of course, 16 weeks would be in January.
Or,
So we need a motion.
Yeah, we'll let that.
I'll make that motion. Proceed with this.
This price. Which price you talking about now? No, we're gonna, what are you talking about putting on? Like, don't that.
No, we're just purchasing trucks.
Let's turn it off.
Purchase trucks, cabs and chassis.
I second.
I'm okay with it.
Present it to the court tomorrow.
That's all we got on them 2 trucks, them 3 trucks.
Yes.
Next thing coming up is, discussing, bid prices from Hudson Materials. Do you ever got a copy on that? I've got a copy.
Basically, what it is, that contract that's highlighted there, the first 6 months, the price is not supposed to fluctuate. He sent us a bill where it's higher. You can see up top there how much more it is. And in consulting with the county attorney, we need to stick with our bid price and not pay that extra. He's just gonna have to eat that. Now, the last 6 months, it can fluctuate.
Right.
We understand that, but he's actually sent us a bill where it's actually went up. So we're just making you all aware that he's in breach of contract. We're not gonna pay that extra. But when you guys accepted all bids, we've actually been using the competition as well. So that way he doesn't think that he's the only one out there.
So this should be good through December.
That is correct. We're just making you guys aware of that.
Paving season's over for December.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. Because actually what we're putting down is coal mix, so
No,
we won't have to worry about it being,
but if it's too cold, it don't flow good, does it?
but we don't know. We hadn't experimented with it yet.
Do we have to make a motion on that?
That's just, yeah, that's just information for you all. Yeah. You've all already done all your legal stuff. We're just letting you guys know that they are charging us. We're not gonna pay that extra. That's the advisement from the county attorney.
What's the difference in price on this? How much is it taking it up?
8 cents a gallon on one and 9 cents on the other.
Many gallons on this invoice?
We don't have the invoice in front of us. Susan, do you have an invoice there in front of you that, you know?
I do.
Okay, go ahead with it.
What question was it?
He's wanting to know how many gallons. And I guess,
This last AE 100 that we got was 6,351 gallons. At the bid price, it should have been $13,591.14 plus pug mill rental. What we got charged was $2.22, which made it $14,099.22 plus pug mill.
so we're roughly 5,000. Maybe. Is that about right?
And then on the Enviro patch, 6,086 gallons. At bid price, that would make it $22,213.90 plus pug mill. the price we were charged was $374, and that made it $22,761.64.
Gotcha.
Plus pug meal.
Did they give any, I mean, I know the reason why, but did they let you know before they billed you?
I wasn't informed.
No.
I don't think Scott was either.
No,
We're just not gonna pay it.
I questioned it after I received the first bill.
didn't have to pay it.
On the other hand, if you don't pay it, they'll jack it up enough the last 6 months to recoup their loss.
We can get it somewhere else.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the good thing about taking all those bids. We got options, as Scott says. Got options. So no action.
No action on it, okay. And update on the road work.
Yeah, Tracy, if you want to share that, presentation. Kind of want to give you all where we're at, what's been going on. I'll let Scott comment on some of the areas where he's actually been out there too. Obviously, this is Grimes Way. This is a subdivision. And this is one of the examples that we've talked about several times, that we shouldn't accept a subdivision before it has got houses in it. As soon as that was dug out, it filled up with water. So obviously there's a problem. And if you look at the picture to the right, there should be about 8-inch base of aggregate. And there's probably only about 3, maybe 4. So we're going to continue to have to deal with this, and it's a pretty long road. And right now the concrete trucks and the garbage trucks are just eating it out. It's down in the Lucas area off of Crow Road. But
That new subdivision, we put in, for my build on it.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when it was.
Turn right there. and look.
Yeah. But that's just some of the things we're running into. But now, instead of going in there and digging out and packing it back, now we've got to cut bleeders to get rid of the water, because we don't know where the water's coming from. Just not sure. So just want to let you guys know that. And then and that's how we're digging it out and putting it back. And then there's your aggregate, your top coal mix on top of it. And of course, obviously that's getting rolled in. Here's Noah Steenbergen. This is in District 2. This is a heavily agricultural travel. You can tell that it's took a beating with the semis and the equipment. They just laid this last week, done an outstanding job on this. Next. South Combs, another road that was just all to pieces. There you can see South Combs, it's not fully rolled in there, but you can see what the material that's went down. Yeah, it looks really good. That particular road, South Combs, leads into Allen County. So that is a farm that actually lays in 2 counties. Yeah. Good people. They're very appreciative. Okay, next. We just wanted to do a comparison of what we've done versus what we get in our flex money. Of course, obviously, over to the left, it said we've paid 7.2 miles at a cost of $130,000 versus what we on contract. So, obviously we're getting more done at a cheaper price. And Susan's got all this stuff broke down for you. She's got the 130 broke down for you. So you'll know exactly fuel, man hours, wear and tear on the equipment.
And all that figured in.
Yes.
That's the only way to do it.
She's doing a great job of keeping all that, but that just kind of shows you the comparison, why I feel like we need to continue to invest in continuing this process. So, I mean, it's put down with our roller. Scott went and he rented a small vibrator roller to go in behind the main roller. So, and again, we'll continue to lay this material, weather permits. And we've got more roads that are picked out. You know, the only problem that we have is when we're out, it takes about a day to make another batch. So that's a day that we're missing. But anyway, I feel like it's going great. I think Scott and Jamie and Susan, they're doing a great job of managing it, putting it where it needs. And the great thing about the Noah Steenbergen and the South Combs is they're cutting silage down there and they're actually helping us pack. So, and the more they run over, the harder that stuff sets up. So actually the farmers is actually helping us in a way. So, Scott, it's all yours, buddy.
What do you want to know, fellas?
Scott, you mentioned having to dust these roads sometimes when they were still too tacky. Have you tried dusting with light side?
Yes, some of these roads that are still tacky, we have dust them and it works the best. But the ones that after we get done rolling them, if they don't need it, we're not going to spend the extra dollars on it.
Right.
But it works the best, you know, if you have to dust one, you just have to roll it in the whole thing again. That's the only thing.
But you're dusting with coal mixture, clay side.
No, we're just using the number 9 rock and these 11s that we've got here on site.
You and I discussed this one time. Have you tried the clay side on top of it?
We're going to, Kenneth. We just haven't done it yet.
I think that worked better than your 9s, 11s.
It may do it and we will find out, but we're trying to utilize the rock that we've got on hand,
I understand.
you know. There'll be different things that we will try in the process, but it's all a learning process for us and we're getting better at it.
Anything else y'all need to share, Scott? Or?
I know.
Scott, you
Not
and
that,
Scott, you and I have been talking about a 10 truck.
yeah, we really need to think about getting us another tandem truck to help with this paving. We have used one individual to help us and we're, you know, contracting out with them and that's working out real good.
Don't you think we could find a good used tandem?
That would be my suggestion, you know, is to find a good used truck.
Well, these truckers they're leaving tandems to go on the tracks. So there'll be some tandems sitting out there somewhere.
I think we can find a good truck myself.
We have to wait till next budget or?
Yeah, we'll wait till we got the money. We won't go spend it if we ain't got it.
I agree. If we're gonna continue to do this coal mix, we definitely need something to haul more of it, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need trucks regardless. But I believe this paving with this material is going to work out pretty good for you. And especially the cost savings compared to what you're paying Scotty for blacktop.
Have there been times when your road crew has to wait on material?
Yes, sometimes we do.
Well, if 5 on the payroll, that could be done up pretty quick.
The further you get away from this barn, which is where all our material is stored at, you know, it's a longer wait time, just to drive time to get to and from.
Well, that- I got a letter in the mail last week from Scott Aggregates. They're going up $1 a ton first of the year on everything.
Surprised.
That's it.
Scott, are you gonna be in court tomorrow? It's on Zoom.
That'll be up to the judge, I guess, however he wants me or however y'all want me. It's whatever you want.
Well, I just wondered if you was gonna be all right again. And Susan
Yeah.
probably told me, won't she?
I'll be sitting in on these meetings, I'm sure.
Okay. If we don't have anything else, make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank y'all.
Oops.
That was your committee, Mark.
All right. I wanted to call to order, meeting of Emergency Management Solid Waste Committee, that's made up of myself, Kevin Sarton, and, Carl Exton. So, we have one item to discuss, and that's some animal control issues, and that falls under, animal control, which is 90. But we want to discuss 90.02, rabies control. What we're wanting to insert under 90.02, animal control shall secure an animal that has bitten a human being or is suspected of being rabid and report the incident to the local health department and will collaborate to determine if a quarantine period is needed. And also, under 90.02 rabies control, want to have a subheading of quarantine of animals. First section deals with physicians shall report persons bitten by dogs, cats, parrots, and other animals to the local health department. And 12 hours of treatment in accordance with KRS 258.065. In the event that the health department is closed, physicians must report the incident on the next working day. In the event that a child is bitten, does not receive medical care, the parents or guardians of that child shall report that also to the local health department. And all this falls under KRS statute 258.065. And then also in accordance with that should read KRS 258.085, a health officer shall have the authority to quarantine for a period not to exceed 180 days if an animal's been bitten by another animal known or suspected to have rabies, 10 days if any dog, cat, or ferret has been bitten by a human or exhibits symptoms of rabies. And in lieu of quarantine, a health officer may order an animal to be destroyed or tested for rabies. An animal dies or is destroyed because having suspected of being rabid, it shall be sent to a laboratory approved by the Secretary for Health and Family Services to be tested for rabies. Now, all this also falls under our KRS statute 258.085. And then it, further, it covers exotic animals and it also references, KRS 258.085. And then it covers, the owner of any animal quarantined or tested under this section shall be liable for any expenses incurred as a result of the quarantine or testing. Any owner who destroys or disposes of that animal that has bitten a human being shall be liable for any rabies post-exposure treatment. The destruction or disposal occurs in a manner that does not allow for rabies testing. Once again, that falls also under KRS statute 258.85. Then it also covers service animals, and that's covered under KRS statute 525.10. And then further down, if a local board of health has if a local board of health has reason to believe or has been notified by the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, there is a danger that rabies may spread within the county. The local board of health may publish a notice requiring owners of specified animals of the county to confine the animals for any periods that may be necessary to prevent the spread of rabies. And that's also referenced under KRS statute 258.055. And then finally, any person who violates any of these KRS statutes, 258, 015, 35, 55, 65, and 085, shall be fined not less than $10, not more than $100. Each day of violation shall constitute a separate offense. That's also covered under KRS statute 258.990. All fines collected shall, after costs and commissions have been deducted, paid the department be credited to the animal control in their care fund under KRS 258.990. This is what I received from our animal control officer, Shirley Furlong. She's done an excellent job referencing all the KRS statutes and their law. We have to follow them, so I think it's good that it's now under our county ordinance. We have that as record.
Squire,
Yes.
just to let you know, Shelley did sign on. Ms. Furlong's here if y'all have any questions. for her.
Okay, Shelley, do you have any comments or anything you'd like to add there, or maybe? I know I went through that pretty quick.
Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I did want to add that where we have the quarantine of animals, what you just read, that needs to go in the definitions.
Okay,
That way it's not taking up so much space on the 90.02, because that way we've got a definition of all the KRSs.
all right, so I guess I just need to pass that on to county attorney.
Right.
She has a copy of this now, so where all this is listed, the quarantine of animals, every bit of that needs to go under definitions and not under 9.02.
The quarantine of animals, yes. The rabies control, where the state states that all animals should be done by 4 months is there. But where we added to the rabies control, where animal control shall secure an animal, until we get with the health department to get it quarantined, should be under rabies control, but the quarantine of animals, I believe, should be under the definitions, because once you start looking up the definitions there, it's there.
Okay. Well, I'll just go with your suggestion and pass that along to the county attorney.
Okay.
And
Well, I think the county policy should, same as the state. Not have any questions.
right. Okay. Think so. So then
We have to have a motion.
I'll need a motion to accept under 90.02 rabies control, I guess, the addition there, and then also include in that quarantine animals will be listed under definitions. Is that correct, Shirley?
Yes.
So I'll move that we adopt our county ordinance to be exactly the same as the state.
Okay. And I'll second it. All right, all in favor, say aye.
But we have to have three readings on that, two readings on this or what, if we,
I'm not sure
if
about
this is,
that.
if this is an ordinance.
Typically, it's two, I think,
Right, first, yeah, first.
but I'll leave that up to. Yeah. So anyway, so, with the motion and second passing that, we'll bring it to a court. Everyone to discuss tomorrow, then we'll vote on it. Okay. All right. Anything else, Shelley, along,
No, I just want to thank you for everything that y'all do for us.
Thanks, well, appreciate what you do. Sure do. Thank you for everything. All right. That's all that I had, so this meeting's adjourned. So I guess both the meetings are adjourned.
Yeah.
That was a motion.
So moved.
Second.